This is Richard Thorndike with BS News for this, the perfect 10th of October 2011, and away we go. Dateline, Ron Paul the First. This weekend, Ron Paul, who according to his policies would allow gay marriage, but dismantled FEMA, won the values voter straw poll, proving that arch conservatives will allow gay people to get married if there's a good chance they'll all get swept away in a flood after the ceremony. Dateline, race card shark. On Sunday, Herman Cain said he doesn't think racism, quote, holds anybody back in a big way today. That statement is even more shocking when you realize that for Herman Cain, today is 1956. Dateline, Tan Francisco. California became the first state to ban the use of tanning beds by kids under 18. There is, however, no truth to the rumor that the state plans to further discourage kids by having a warning label on each tanning bed carry a picture of John Boehner. Dateline, Fat Wallet. A new study says overweight men can still find romance if they make up for their excess weight with a higher income. The study says a man who is 10% fatter needs to earn 3% more to attract a mate. Gee, who's been in the political news lately to give you an idea of where we're going with this? Yes, using that formula, if Chris Christie ever wanted a new wife, he'd have to make $6.5 billion. Out of left field with that one. Finally, Dateline, Baghdad Buffet. An upscale New York restaurant said it will debut a special venison dish served up on plates taken from Saddam Hussein's palaces. The price of the entree isn't known yet, but when you factor in the war that provided the plates, it cost over $1 trillion to prepare. If customers decide they don't really want to order that dish, the restaurant will send Colin Powell to your table to talk you into it. I'm shocked. I'm awed. I'm out of here. Richard Thorndike, BS News. Have a great week.
They're jobless because they don't want to work.
I thought you'd change that. They're jobless because they don't want to work. They're hippies. They're bongo drum players. They're confused. They have no idea what they're doing out there. I want to talk about their grooming because if we could talk about the way they look, we don't have to talk about what they're saying. This is everything but the kitchen sink thrown at the Occupy Wall Street protests that are sweeping the country. They are in practically every state. In fact, I can't find a state that doesn't have one, but I'm sure there are, like Haley Barbour's Mississippi. I don't know that there is one there. But honestly, this is like the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. And what is the media talking about today? They're talking about the Values Voters Summit. The meaningless Values Voters Summit straw poll, which Ron Paul won. That is amazing to me. So good for Ron Paul. He got 37% of the vote, or significantly better than the percentage he would get in a two-way matchup against Barack Obama. Okay? I mean, if you could win the presidency with 5,000 votes, Ron Paul's your guy, is basically what I'm telling you here. Because, look, this is the beautiful thing about Ron Paul. He has a dedicated core of supporters that will show up anywhere for him and make sure that he wins any small straw poll. So he could win the general election if voter turnout was under 5,000 people, is what I'm saying. But it's just amazing. These were the values voters. And the values voters decided that Mitt Romney wasn't suitable because he's a Mormon. Don't Mormons embody the very values that the values voters would be valuing? I'm just curious. I mean, he doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He's been married to the same woman, as far as I can tell, his whole life. I don't think he's ever been, divorced. He's, a brilliant. I mean, what is it about his values that the values voters don't like?